Is this thing on?
My gosh, Giovanni.
Good morning. It is Monday, February 13th, 2023. Our morning meeting for today.
Look at that cute cat.
Is that your cat?
Maybe.
Poppy. Poppy is Miss Nakanashi's first cat. She found her when Poppy decided to go to Miss Nakanashi's church on Sunday. Poppy does not like strangers and is not very friendly with her sister and brother, but she is sweet and likes to sit in Miss Nakanashi's lap and get belly rubs. Check out how pretty Poppy's eyes are. Interesting fact, Poppy has been in the newspaper 2 times.
Twice. Show us your pets. Remember, we want to feature your pets on the front page of our morning meeting. Students and staff, send your pet pictures to principal@BethuneEagles.net to be included.
And now it's time to hear what you think.
Food review. It's time for another Bethune Cafeteria food review. This week, we are reviewing the chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. The chicken tenders were served with tater tots, a frozen kiwi strawberry cup, choice of fresh fruit, and milk.
Do you know that some kids thought the tater tots were called French fries?
Why?
So weird.
Here's the review.
Jeremiah rated it a 9.2 out of 10 because he liked the chicken and the chicken went well with the barbecue sauce. Also, the tater tots were good as well and had a little crunch, so it was good too. Zamir rated it a 10 out of 10 because the tots are sweet and crispy and the chicken is sweet and nice. Sean rated it a 10 out of 10 because the chicken is crispy and the tots were good. Annalise rated it infinity out of 10 because all the food was good.
Adam rated it an infinity out of 10 because the chicken was good and crispy, and the tots tasted potatoey, which tastes good. Shane, 10 out of 10 because the tots were good and the chicken tenders were good. Tyon said 7 out of 10 because the chicken tenders were dry, but the tater tots were good. Nama rated it 11 out of 10 because the tater tots were good and crispy, and the chicken tenders were hot.
Officer Harris gave it a 9 out of 10 because it's good, but it didn't have seasoning. Dayon rated it a 9 out of 10 because the chicken was good, but didn't have barbecue sauce. Giovanni said 10 out of 10 because it was tick-tock bussin'. And Alante gave it a 10 out of 10 because it was hot this time and it wasn't cold.
Matthew rated it a 10 out of 10 because he really liked the chicken. Terrell rated it a 8 out of 10 because the chicken was good with the barbecue sauce.
I rated it an 8 out of 10. I thought the chicken tenders were hot and crispy, but I wish it had ranch to dip it in. Also, I didn't love the tater tots. The taste was good, but they were cold.
Stay tuned. We'd like to thank our students who share their opinions for this week's food review. Also, thanks Tavio for being our guest photographer. Stay tuned for next week's food review.
And now it's time for the history segment of the morning meeting.
On this day in history, let's take a few minutes to learn about different things that happened this week in history.
This day in history. Today is Monday, February 13th. On this day in the year 1988, 35 years ago, Jamaica had their first bobsled team in the Olympics. They came in last place, but had great sportsmanship, and a movie was even made out of it. Also, it's interesting to know Jamaica doesn't have ice and snow, so it's really hard for a bobsled team to practice. But if you're looking for a good, funny movie, check it out. It's called Cool Runnings.
This week in history. Tomorrow is Tuesday, February 14th. Did you know that there was once a person called Valentine? That's who Valentine's Day is named after. On that day of the year 269, 1,754 years ago, he passed away.
Wednesday is February 15th. On this day in the year 1943, 80 years ago, the wartime woman poster saying, "We can do it," was put up in factories, encouraging women to work harder during the war.
This week in history. Thursday is February 16th. On that day of the year 1923, 100 years ago, archaeologists discovered the mummy of Tutankhamun. This is what his head jewelry looked like.
This Friday is February 17th. On that day in the year 1963, 60 years ago, basketball great Michael Jordan was born.
This Saturday is February 18th. On that day of the year 1930, 93 years ago, Ollie became the first cow to be flown in an airplane and milked in the sky.
So weird. Why would you do that?
Sounds disgusting.
This Sunday is February 19th. On that day in the year 1953, 70 years ago, the Hayanaputina volcano erupted in the Andes Mountains of Peru, killing 1,500 people and destroying several villages.
The news. Here's what else is happening on Bethune this week.
Positive behavior. We hope that you're excited and earning PBIS rewards. We can't wait to see our students cashing in their points for prizes. We've ordered so many amazing student rewards. Check out those boxes. That's what our storage closet looks like right now.
Black History Month. Since it's Black History Month, we'd like to take a minute as a class and discuss an important invention in your life that was created by a Black inventor. Pause the video in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back.
So what's a Black invention that is important to you?
Peanut butter.
Oh, are you a big peanut butter fan?
Yes, I am.
Oh, and I really think often about Garen Morgan inventing the stop light. It's something you take for granted, but we need to keep people safe and traffic moving.
Metro Health Bus. The Metro bus is here today taking appointments. Don't worry, a nurse will come and get you when it's time for your appointment.
Valentine's Day. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Take time to tell the people you care about how much you love and appreciate them.
Safety to Go. Tuesday, our pre-K kindergarten scholars will have safety to go lessons in their classroom. Get excited. It's fun to learn about safety in the neighborhood.
Long weekend. There is no school this Friday because the Bethune staff have a day of learning. Enjoy your day off.
Long weekend. No one has school on Monday, February 20th, because it's President's Day. Wow, that's a 4-day weekend.
You guys are lucky, but I appreciate our 3-day weekend.
4-day nap.
Popcorn flavor of the week. Are you curious about this week's popcorn flavor? Well, there's no popcorn this week because you don't have school. Stay tuned for next week.
All February MVPs. Don't forget, if you're a February MVP, you get to attend a student versus staff kickball game.
Get excited to be beaten by the staff.
I think that's supposed to say students.
Staff.
Students.
Staff.
Students.
Caring. This month, we're focusing on the character trait of caring. How do you show that you care about your friends? Pause the video now and discuss.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Bethune Champions. It's now time to celebrate our Bethune Champions of the Week.
Ms. Nakanoshi would like to shout out Tyree, Reginald, and Nehemiah for being an awesome bowling team. They were the best. Way to go, Mrs. Vidantonio, for getting a scholarship to go to the Reading Recovery Conference. Ms. Hatcher and her scholars and some of the other staff members are awesome for selling caring grams for Valentine's Day. Shout out to Mrs. Gallagher, the attendance committee, and her ladies for their hard work with the attendance incentives. You're the best, and we loved our pens and pencils.
Miss Yuta would like to shout out Miss Bruce for creating a good testing environment. Great job, Shine Scholars. We are so proud of you for your amazing behavior at the Mayor's Luncheon. Way to represent us. Caleb Sims for being trustworthy scholar. You rock. Shout out to all the scholars who passed their cut score in the NWEA and who showed growth. Michael Moore, you have a spotless record. You work hard and you are always so responsible. We're proud of you.
Joke of the week. This week's joke is brought to you by 4th grader Nama Ramadani.
What do you call a body with only a nose?
I have no clue.
Nobody knows.
Knows. Nobody knows. I get it. Well, that's it for this week's morning meeting. Let's dance into a new week.
See ya. This is Giovanni.
And Miss Nakanoshi
saying peace out.